Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in for that episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for your Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a great week this week and are heading into the weekend strong, refreshed. I know I am. I'm finally coming off and feeling better on the up and up here from the flu this past week. That was rough. I do not wish that on anyone. You could probably hear my voice on Wednesday. I was still a little kind of just like beaten down. Wednesday was the first day that I was feeling like up to par for really anything. And Wednesday was a very awesome day. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But feeling better now, and I feel like we are coming on the up and up, and I'm finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Or I am seeing the light at the end of the tunnel as far as getting back to good. The cough is receding a little bit. Chest is getting a little less tight. So I'm super thankful for that. It was, like I said, it's probably been, I think I said it on Wednesday's show, but I think it's been 7 to 10 years since I've had the flu, and I do not have any intentions of ever having to get it again. It was no fun at all. I will be doing whatever I can next year to prevent getting it. I'll be making sure that if I know anyone that has it, I will not be getting near them. Excuse me, still getting over the cough. Will not be getting near them, washing hands diligently, potentially taking a flu shot. It's just like, I do not want it. And I tracked my, exposure back. Actually, I figured out exactly where I got it from. And because he didn't know he had it, and I was talking to him as a buddy and saw him Monday night and was talking to him, shook his hand, cutting up. He got home Monday night after we talked and he saw me. He was feeling fine. Got home, went south that night, woke up Tuesday, rough shape Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Saw him again on Friday the same week. He was better. He was day 5 there, or day 4. No fever, was getting over it. And I was like, man, good week. This was before New Year's. So good week, everything was good. New Year's, he was like, yeah, it was good. He said, could have been better. I was on the couch the whole time. I was like, what's wrong? He said, I got the flu on Monday night. And I was like, are you kidding me? Well, in my mind, I was like, I'm fine. I mean, I'm sad you had to get it because this was Friday, right? I was like, dang, that sucks you had to get it, but glad you're better. And saw him Friday afternoon, Friday night, and then Friday late night, I was like, I don't feel good. Woke up Saturday, really didn't feel good. Fever, chills, all the things that go along with it. And went to the doctor, and sure enough, got diagnosed at like 8:30 a.m. So it was absolutely no fun at all. It's something that, like I said, I would not wish it on anyone. I don't want to get it again, and I hope that I can do anything to avoid it. But I was happy that I was like, at least I was able to trace it back and figured out where I got it from, because I didn't know where. I was like, it didn't make sense. I was like, where do you get the flu from? I don't know anybody that's had it really recently around me. I know plenty of people that have had it, not in my close circle that I interact with, and so it was something that I'm happy, very, very happy to move on from and be better on the other side. Wednesday was an amazing day. We had our very first annual virtual event that we're going to call it. It was the Roadmap to $1 Million this year. I don't know that it will stay that name forever. I don't know exactly where we're going to go with it, who our target audience is going to be, what we're going to focus on. But I continue to see us doing something like this in the future. I don't know exactly what yet. Like I said, that'll have to just come as time comes, and we'll figure that out as we go. But I do see us still continue to do something like that. And it was fantastic. It was an amazing time talking with, we actually had 6 speakers and three other presentations actually. So we had 6 speakers talking about like business growth. Then we had LMN talk, and we had a budget building session with a rep from LMN. And then we also had some guys from John Deere, Luke and Cameron, come in and share about their story and kind of what Deere is doing, what the future of Deere looks like with their ops center and things, how you can use that to grow in your company. So that was very, very inspiring, enlightening on all fronts, what those 2 companies can do to help you grow your company, like getting alongside, building partnerships with people like that, companies like that. That's how you're going to grow. Getting people in your corner, they're going to truly help you succeed and grow your company. And it was cool getting to hear from them. But I had 6 guys come in, all running multi-million-dollar companies, like I said. Excuse me, my goodness, this cough is coming out of nowhere. But coming in, talking about their journeys, their stories, the ups and the downs, the goods and the bads. And it was very, very good. It was a long day. We had a 8-hour session just about. But it was jam-packed, full of value. I think everybody that left there said it was great. Let's do it again. They would change. We'll change some things, add some things in, and run it back again with some new speakers, some new lineups, some new topics, and have a good time doing it. So I'm super thankful for each of you. If you're listening and you were in the event on Wednesday, thank you so much for supporting me and supporting my goals and vision and journey for what I want to do with that, and the people that I'm trying to serve. That's kind of where my passion is right now. And so it was a great time, and I can't wait to do it again in the future. But now that that's over, we are rocking and rolling. That took up a lot of time and just effort and energy and headspace heading into the new year, because I knew that was right around the corner. Getting things finalized, details finalized, lined out, speakers lined up, time slots filled, things like that. But now that that's over, it is full on finalized budget for 2025, get that operational, and then start the new year strong. As far as getting everything lined up for the year and getting us ready to rock and roll, we'll be starting cutbacks and crepe myrtles in literally like 3 weeks. So it will be here before you know it. We got 2 new people coming on staff, which is going to be great. Foundation leadership team is kind of getting built out as we speak, which I'm super excited about. It's going to be interesting to see how we navigate through the spring and just new things growing every single day. I'm excited to hit it head on and share with you all along the way. And we'll tackle those topics as we get here, as they come, as the business grows this spring and this coming year. We'll talk through all of that. So I'm excited. That's what we get to look forward to. Like, you're going to get to hear and listen firsthand, inside scoop of what a growing company looks like, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so I hope that you see value in that. I hope you keep coming in and listening, sharing the show with your friends and people that you know that are building companies that are trying to grow their entrepreneurship space, their brain, their journey, and intelligence in this area. And so that's what we're going to try to do, is we're trying to continue to grow ours and bring people around us that are doing the same to help you grow yours. But today, I'll keep it super short and sweet. Like I said, you can hear I'm almost over the cough. Next week, we should be back to normal scheduled programming and up and running, ready to go. But this week, 2 shorter shows just because my voice literally can't handle it. I'm like dying trying to stay, trying to get a sentence out and not start coughing. But I want to go ahead and start getting into this series that I want to do for the next couple weeks here about what I talked about on Wednesday, the 10 things that hold entrepreneurs back the most and the mistakes that they make that really halt, slow down, just kind of negate growth that you should be seeing in your company. And I want to talk through those just one at a time. Like I said, some shows may be longer, some may be shorter, because all the points aren't going to take the exact amount of time. But today is the first one on the list that we talked about on Wednesday, and it is having to do everything yourself and the lack of delegation. This is something that I see firsthand between so many guys in the industry and where they want to be in comparison to some other companies around them. So you see other companies that have 10, 15, 25 guys, multiple trucks, couple million in revenue, making good profits, living a cool lifestyle, not having to be in the field every day. And you say, why am I not there? This is one of the biggest things that's stopping you. And I know a lot of you and a lot of guys that I've gotten to be close with and close to over the last couple of years have this mindset that you have to get rid of. And today may be very pointed. I don't know your situation. Like, I'm friends with a lot of you guys, and we talk online. We talk back and forth over text. Like, yes, but I don't know your ins and outs of your day-to-day for the majority of you. So don't take this today as like, think I'm calling you out, because I'm not. But I am. If these things that I talk about today apply to you, then yeah, I'm talking to you. You have to change your mindset if you want to grow. If you want to physically grow your company, you cannot do it while you're in control of everything. And when you realize that, and realize it is on you to create the right training programs, to hire the right people, to delegate the right way, you're not going to have it all figured out. You will mess up. You will do things wrong. But if you can't at least start, if you can't at least try to get off the mower and onto a trimmer, let someone else do the mowing, then you're never going to grow. Not physically in numbers grow your company. You can continue to grow your life. You can grow your lifestyle if you need to, do some side hustles. It's physically impossible to grow your company without adding members and equipment that take more than one person to do it. So today's principles may be pointed at you. This conversation may be at you. Just know it's not personal from Jeremiah to whatever your name is. But I hope it does resonate with you, and I hope that if this is you and you feel like I'm talking to you and I feel like I'm calling you out, then act on it. Like, now's the time. There's no one stopping you. You are fresh out of the womb, ready to go, a little baby heading into spring rush. We're in January. Could not be a better time to align yourself, set your goals. Where do you want to go this year? What do you want to do? How are you going to implement it? Start making these decisions now. And if it's giving up control of some things and not doing everything yourself, I suggest you listen in for just a few minutes today. The first one is, thing you have to look at when you don't delegate and you just worry about doing everything yourself. One of your first issues is the fear of losing control. Some of you just don't want to give up control over your business. You don't want to give up control over your schedule, over your day-to-day operations, over the mower, right? The fear of giving control can be very big. It can be daunting. It can be a big task. And I've shared this many times. I was forced to give up control to an extent when I messed up my hand in 2021. Got my hand caught in a set of hedge trimmers, messed it up, was out of work for a couple weeks, and I was forced to let my guys do things that they had never done before. That opened up my eyes a ton to, if I want to build a company, I can't do everything myself. And maybe, like I said, I said it just in passing, and maybe you didn't pick up on it. Maybe it's you moving to a trimmer. Maybe it's you moving to the weed eater or the shrub trimmers. You don't need to be mowing every single yard that you have. If you have a guy helping you and you're trying to grow the company and you're trying to get out of the field, do more selling, change your lifestyle, the first thing you got to do is quit cutting grass. You go weed eat. You go do something else. Start training that person to mow in the spring. Maybe it's snow plowing, right? You're trying to grow a big snow business. Get out of the snow plow truck. Start training people to snowplow. And you run ops management, quality control checks, whatever, safety checks. I don't know the whole snow game. But give that up. And don't give it up prematurely, right? we're going to talk about that in a minute, the training principles and what you have to do with this. But the fear of losing control is what's holding a lot of people back. And just know that, like, if you properly train and you properly delegate at the right times, you don't have that much to fear. Like, yeah, things can happen. You have insurance for that, if you should have business insurance, right? If you have business insurance and you properly train the right way and an accident happens, guess what? Okay, look, we had proper training. We all signed off on it. We did everything we could as a company to show them to do what they could, like what they should be doing. This is an employee action, not a representation of the company. Whatever that looks like, right? But you just have to realize, I have to be able to give up some control, and you can't be scared to do it. A lot of you have trust issues that go along with that. You've been burned too many times. You've worked in other environments where the boss has screwed you, or you have been the boss and your employees have burned you too many times. You get a guy and you want to give it up, and then he just turns and runs or doesn't show up or whatever. Have you pointed the finger at yourself first and said, you know what, in all these issues that we've had that's caused me to have trust issues, what have I done in those situations? Have I done the right things? Have I put the right things in place to avoid having to have trust issues? Where is that lack of trust coming from? What ground is that on? Is it legit? Is it valid? And as you do that, then you can say, you know what, maybe it wasn't. So as you move forward, you're going to bring people in. You're going to do the right things, put the right things in place, do the best that you can. And the majority of the time, you do all those things and you bring the right people in. Again, it's bringing the right people on board, which means you have to have a really good vetting process, a really good hiring process dialed out. Like, if you don't have that stuff, then yeah, you're going to bring the wrong people in and then you're going to get burned. It puts the pressure on you. It puts you to the spot of, hey, if I want to get this done right, it's up to me to put the right things in place. And so, as you grow and you get over the fear of delegation, you get over that, you have to look at delegation as an investment, not a cost. Like, is it going to take you some time to train the next person, and they may do it a little bit slower? Yes and yes. But what is the cost of that time versus the long investment that you're playing when someone is trained properly, they take over a role that allows you to be freed up and able to go do things you need to be doing to grow the company. Because if you're still, again, out on a mower, the company's going to stagnate. You're only going to get so big. You're only going to do so much. You only can mow so many yards and be in so many places at once. But when you delegate and train, it's a time investment. It's going to take you a little longer. But guess what? It's an investment. You will see the return on it down the road. So just think about that as you get over the fear of delegation. Look through those things and see if those things are actually like part of the reasons that you are scared to give it up. Or are those some of the reasons? And if those aren't, try to uncover what is. What is the true reason behind it all? What is the cost? Look at the cost of continuing to do everything yourself. What are some consequences that come from that? I can tell you a top one that I've dealt with in the past, but one that I did not deal with as much this year. It's a simple word. You all know what it is. Can you guess it? It's burnout. It's burnout. If you continue to try to do everything yourself and wear all the hats and take all the weight on your shoulders, you will have burnout. Mid-season burnout's a thing. You're going to get it. You're going to be like, this sucks. I hate my life. I hate this job. I hate this business. I just want to go do something else that I want to enjoy. I might as well do it for if I'm doing this and not making any money, I might as well go do it for somebody else and I'll have to take the headache home. Like, you will get burned out. And I'll tell you, this year, having delegated the most I've ever delegated, as far as like having a landscape install crew out and running, having a maintenance crew out and running, me just floating back and forth, helping where I needed. I didn't feel any burnout throughout the year. We solved different problems. I solved different problems day to day. It was more of like, hey, a window got broken, let's fix this for a customer, as opposed to, we got 50 or 80 yards that we have to do today or this week. How are we going to do them before all the rain hits? Like that's not what my thought process was this year. And it freed up a lot of space in my brain to help work on the business and the vision area of the company. And a lot of that was spent focusing on what we're doing and putting in action now, heading into 2025. And so as you go about figuring this stuff out, and you think burnout gets you every year, well, ask yourself, why does burnout get you? What are these things like? What are the symptoms? What are the reasons? What are the causes behind burnout? Because I'm not lying to you, I didn't feel any this year. I had stress. We had other things that were weighing me down. Not burnout, though. There was never a day where I was like, I hate this, I don't want to get up and go do it. It just wasn't a thing. When you're doing everything yourself, you're also going to lose opportunities. You're going to lose opportunities because you're going to be stuck on a mower, and you're going to lose an opportunity to go to eat lunch with somebody who's going to change your life because you don't have the time to break away. You're also going to get inconsistent customer experiences, right? Because you're going to get pulled in so many directions that the customer's not going to get what they deserve. And you may think, well, the customer's going to get what they deserve if I do it all. Like, I'm not going to mess it up. You will mess it up. As you grow, you do it all yourself. You're going to mess up billing. You're going to mess up scheduling. You're going to mess up refunding an invoice for something, or overcharging an invoice, or putting a material or service on there that wasn't supposed to be on there. You're going to mess up a route. You're going to think you texted Miss Jones back, but you didn't. You texted Miss Ann back. And then the customers are going to start getting frustrated because they see that you are running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Their stuff's not getting done to the quality that it should. You, in turn, take a hit and hurt as a business. So, like, you may think heading in service level, well, if I'm the one doing it, then that's the only way it's going to get done right. Yeah, sure. Until you actually have some little bit of growth behind you, and then you're going to be in trouble. So make sure you're thinking about that as you go to delegate, right? So I told you we'd come back to this in a minute. You go to delegate. What are some of the like key tasks that you have to do on a day-to-day basis? And whether it be office work, mechanic work, service work, physical work, mowing the lawns, what takes up your schedule on a daily basis right now? You need to find that and do an audit of it. You need to see what is sucking my time. Where can I buy back that time by outsourcing and delegating to someone else? What's the highest value? What's the lowest value? High value, meeting customers, building new relationships, selling and estimating work. Low value, string trimming, shrub trimming, working a mower. Those are $20 an hour tasks that you need to have a great team member in place to do, but not the owner, visionary, leader of the company. As you go and continue to delegate, you get these things figured out, you spend your time in the right places, you're going to have to hire people, right? You have to pre-qualify, you have to interview, you have to make sure as good as you can heading into the preliminaries of the relationship that this is a good fit for you and your company. You need to bring the right people into place as often as you can every time without missing. You're going to miss. You're going to mess up. Yes. Do everything you can to avoid that. You must put the right people in place. When you put the right people in place, then what are you going to do? Well, you're going to train and train and train and train and train some more. And that's me preaching to the choir on both of those. I'm putting the right people in place, and I'm training the heck out of everyone this year. I literally was cutting up with my landscape foreman the other day. I said, you know what this year is? This year is two things. Two words. Documentation and training. That's the year of 2025. And if we want to continue to grow and add people and add employees every year and do it sustainably, we have to have both of those. You cannot delegate properly without training properly. If you don't lay out there, this is what you have to do, this is how you do it, watch this video, let me guide you through it, then how are they going to know? How are they going to know? And that's been my biggest issue in my company up to this point, as far as getting things out of my mouth and brain and head, and just like the knowledge in my head to our field guys onto a job without me having to be there, because I have no good documentation of it all. And I haven't trained my guys correctly. That's why we have broken windows. It's why we have jobs that I'm having to go back to because spacing was off. Like, that all falls back on me. Issues you're having in your company that your customer's not happy with, come back to the owner. What are we doing wrong in the training process? And so we're in the middle of getting a legitimate training process finalized, set up, ready to go, and utilizing it as much as we possibly can, because that's where I want my time to be spent. That's a high-value task to me. It may not directly produce me income, but it's going to help keep customers. It's going to help us get more reviews because our quality is going to be good. Like, those are things that go into it. And so train, and empower them with training. People love training. They love to be guided. Guide them every step of the way. Use technology as well. As you move, as you grow your company, use softwares. Use, like I say, video. Like, there's softwares for that. Use Google Drive to store photos in, or whatever your source is, Microsoft Word or One or whatever, right? Have some type of drive that you can store photos in, share albums. Everybody in your crew can view them. Like, use technology to your advantage. It's not going anywhere. Use AI. Use AI to help you with hiring process. AI is not leaving. If you don't adopt and learn how to use AI, you will get left behind. I promise you that. Guarantee you up front right now. You will get left behind. My voice is barely hanging on. It's barely hanging on. You can probably hear it fading here at the end of every sentence. I hope that this 15 minutes here may have hit your heartstrings and pulled on you to say, you know what, some of this is me. Because I've been at that point. This is a topic that I can firmly say I've been through, and I've been on the other side, and I enjoy the other side a lot more than being on your side. There's no need to be scared to delegate. There's no need to be scared to let people come on board with you. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn. I've made plenty. Guess what? I'm still floating. Business is still upright. We're still rocking and rolling. It's not a one-size-fits-all. You're not going to figure it out on day one. It's trial by fire, trial by error. But you will get there with the right people in your corner, the right knowledge going in your brain. You can get there. And there's no one that can stop you except you. I hope that you enjoyed today. If it did bring some value to you, leave us a big 5-star rating review. That helps us grow the show. We're going to continue through some of these topics here through the top 10 over the next couple of weeks. We'll work through some of these. I hope that you got something from this one. If you did, share it on your story. Shoot me a message. Give us a big thumbs up. And we could do nothing more with my time that I'd rather do than sit here and pour into each and every one of you and hope to see some ROI on it from the end when you grow your companies. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see your future. It's going to be a great year ahead. Y'all keep your head up, keep pushing, keep growing, and go into the spring rush more prepped and ready to delegate and hire than you ever have before. Reach out and let me know if we can ever help. Leave us a big 5-star interview here on the show. It means the world to us that we get to come do it 3 times a week. But without even further ado, guys, that's going to wrap this one up. And we will catch you back here on Monday for another Marriage Monday with Savannah and myself.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.